Hey everyone, I don't know if you can see the PowerPoint presentation. I think I'm going to, is there a chat box? This is the first time I've done a virtual Super Friday Saturday, so I'm trying to see if you can see it. Is there a chat box? I'm not sure. Let me know. I'm hoping this plays for you guys. Please bear with me. Like I said, this is the very first time that I've ever done a Super Friday virtually. So let's see. I don't think it's working. If anybody's on that has my phone number, text me to let me know if you can see the PowerPoint. All right, can you guys see that? I hope so. Let's see. Let me see if it goes through. Please bear with me. So this should be, I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see it. All right, hold on just a second. Bear with me. You can't see it. That is crud. Hold on. I'm gonna try one more time. Start screen share. All right. Let me know if you can see it. All right, you can see it. Is it playing? Now it's gone. All right, everybody says you can see the PowerPoint, I think. So, okay. You're gonna have to bear with me. All right, it should be going now. All right, so welcome to the first virtual Super Saturday that I have ever done in my life. As you can see, I tried practicing this, but it was kind of nuts. So bear with me. I am a coach who has been part of Beachbody for 5 years now. I have made it a point to attend every live event that I can possibly get to. That means Super Saturdays, Leadership, Summit, the Success Club trips. But I planned last year a couple trips and they ended up all being back to back. And one was our anniversary trip, which meant that we would be in Honolulu on Super Saturday. So I plan on joining their Super Saturday. And I was actually asked to speak, but come to find out they're having theirs tonight and we're not arriving till tomorrow morning. So I had this choice to make. And so I decided that I didn't want to miss out on this. And I knew that there's probably so many other coaches out there who were in the same boat. And so I thought, what better way than just to do a virtual Super Friday and be the first one out there to be able to release this information and to get to hang out with you guys and to make sure that you guys understand that there's ways for you to show up in your business all the time. And so you have to think outside of the box. I'll tell you, I've been very nervous about this. I told Ryan last night that I would rather speak in front of like 25,000 coaches at Summit than do this, because something about me and technology, it just freaks me out. But you're so patient and I appreciate it. So I wanted to just go over what Super Saturday or today, Friday is, for many of you who don't know, or because I know other people are going to stumble across this recording. And I also invited people who are not coaches already. Number one, if you're not a coach and you've never been a coach and you let me know that you were on this webinar when we're live, if you post it in our event invite or if you screenshot it and send it to me, I'm going to dump your name into a raffle where you can win a brand new copy of the Fixate Cookbook, which has over 100 recipes that Autumn Calabrese, the creator of 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme, put together with her brother, who is a chef, Bobby. And so anyways, that's kind of an incentive for non-coaches. But Super Saturday is an event that we have hosted quarterly across the nation. If you're an Emerald rank coach or above, meaning that you have at least 2 coaches that have joined you on your journey, then you can host these. They basically send you a PowerPoint presentation, all the information that you need, because every quarter we have tons of amazing new things to celebrate, things that we are excited to announce that are coming out, new programs, new products, and this gives us a chance to come together as a team locally to get together and to find that motivation. And for me, the team that I'm part of is Diesel Nation, and I would say, are 70 to 80% based out of Florida. And the Miami events are big. So I started hosting events here in the Houston area. So that was a way for me to still be part of the community and connect with other coaches, even though my team is far away. So if you have the ability, reach out to somebody that you know, myself or somebody else that's a coach, and see if there's one in your area. Because even though you might be on this right now and hear all the news, it doesn't take the place of getting to a live event. These live events are what really changed my business and what really get you understanding what the community's like and what it's like to connect with like-minded people. When you go to a live event, it's so much different than what I'm going to be presenting to you. You get to meet other coaches. Here in Houston, we're having Joel Freeman come. He's one of my personal friends. He's been part of our company ever since I started, and he just recently, last fall, launched with Jericho McMatthews, the Core to Force program, which is, I think, one of the top selling programs right now. It's amazing. He's going to be leading a live workout. I think he's also going to be in Dallas as well. So these events are so amazing. They're not just about news. They're about connecting. You get to meet sometimes Carl Deichler, our CEO, is there. Other times celebrity trainers. I know Autumn and Joel, and Jericho, they traveled, I think it's like 7 different places this January for our first quarter Super Saturday. So with Super Saturday, we used to do them quarterly, and now we have just merged over to do them 3 times a year. So it's going to be the first week or 2 in January. It usually always falls around my birthday, and then in April, which usually falls on our anniversary. That's exactly why I'm not making it to a local one. And then we have one that is in the fall of the year, and that's going to be, I'm trying to find where I wrote down the date. September 23rd is the next one. We used to do one right after Summit, but it was too chaotic for coaches who were traveling to Summit and then having to come back and plan a Super Saturday or Sunday. So if you can't make it to a local one now, this month, make sure that you get to one on September 23rd or a Super Sunday on the 24th. So write down that date, save that date. So I'm going to go back and try to do the screen share and kind of go over what we normally would do when we are at a Super Saturday. So I'm hoping you guys can see this. I hope. If you can see, if you can't see it, please let me know. Okay. So let's see. This is going to be tricky because there we go. Can you guys see it? Oh no, I think it stopped. Hold on. Somebody's texting me. I think it didn't go through. I don't think it's showing. Okay, you see the slide. So let me get to the success part. Usually when we're at a Super Saturday, we have everybody stand up who have reached a similar or a rank: Emerald, Ruby, Diamond, Star Diamond, Elite, and oh, somebody said they see me now. Dang it. I'm really trying hard here. I'm back. Just a second. Let's see. Present to everyone. Let me know. Can you see me now? Okay. Let me see. All right, so we usually celebrate the successes of everybody who has done something amazing since the last Super Saturday. So we recognize Emerald rank, Ruby, all the way up to sometimes we have had top 10. When I spoke at the Atlanta Super Saturday back in January of 2016, Megan E. Wilson was there. So it was pretty awesome. Obviously, we can't do that because this is virtual, but make sure that you give shout outs to the people on your team or the people that you know that have rank advanced or done something that you would want celebrated. And that is something that's part of our 4 vital behaviors, and that's celebrating our success and recognizing one another. Normally when we have a Super Saturday, I always have guest speakers come on. Obviously I'm not really great technology wise, so I was gonna have Robin and my husband on, but it was just a little nuts. So I talked to them last night and they said I could share their story. As you can see in this picture here, there is my personally sponsored coach Brandon, my daughter Haley, Robin Peacock, my husband, and then our friend Kara. We all just got back from the Unleash the Power Within group. Somebody just said they can see me. Can y'all see me, or do you see the PowerPoint? Crud. Anyways, I'll just continue on. So I was going to share their stories. So my husband, I asked him to, in a nutshell, to share with me what coaching has given him. And he said that coaching has given him the ability to be able to talk to someone and have the empathy to actually want to help them. And something that in this business that's so important that you have is empathy. There you can possess the best marketing skills, the best skills when it comes to sales, but honestly you really just need to want to help people and understand what they want and help them get what they need, not what you need, but help them get what they need for the reasons that they want them. I also wanted to celebrate him because it's something that we do celebrate at our events. Super Saturday is Beachbody Challenge winners. He won last March the $4,000 for his results from 21 Day Fix Extreme. He lost 15 pounds and he won $4,000. It was pretty amazing because we got it right before we headed off on our Success Club trip, cruise to the Bahamas and Jamaica. And so it was great timing for a great family trip. I also wanted to highlight Robin. She has had so much tremendous growth in this business in this last year. She has not only lost 50 pounds, but she has been able to inspire so many people and had a huge mindset change. And I tell everyone all the time that when you are doing coaching, you have to work harder on yourself than anything else. And she has worked so hard on herself and she just shines. She has lost 50 pounds. And she recently went to the corporate headquarters in the Utah office. And she was able to go live with one of my coach mentors, Joe, and Arnold sent pictures. And it was such a proud moment to know that she was there at the office and she was, fearless, and she was there to show up and to represent Team Relentless, the Diesel Nation team, and really wanted to see what it was. And she got a good taste of what it was like to be part of the corporate world, because so many people are used to being part of corporate world and not meaning anything. They're just a number. And at corporate, we actually matter. Like so many of the people there that I've been working with the last 5 years were sending me pictures of her. Like I said, they went live with her and they were so excited about meeting her, about getting to know her. She got to do a live training with her corporate contact, Mary, and it was just amazing. And I got to see her shine. And for me as a coach, that is the most important thing, is seeing other people succeed. Robin's success, my husband's success, everybody on our team's success is so more important than my own success. Somebody texted me and said that it wasn't actually showing up. So I'm hoping that it's going to show up now, so you could at least see what I was talking about. I think so. So when Robin and I talked, I asked her in a nutshell, what has coaching given her? And she said it's given her the ability to identify her limiting beliefs and has given her the tools that she needed to heal from her painful past. And she doesn't just exist anymore. She is truly living. She has a vision now of a future that is fulfilling and happy. And she's excited to move forward and sees a bright future. I'm so excited because we get to go to Punta Cana together, her husband and her, Ryan, my kids. And Brandon and her have never been out of the country, just like myself. Whenever I first joined Beachbody, I'd never been out of the country. And so it was so exciting to get to share this with her and see her passion and know that she's helping herself and helping other people. So that's kind of our success story for today. Because I couldn't get her on, and I apologize. We do have a recording from when she spoke recently on our Soul Search call that she shared her story of the things that she has overcome and how amazing she's been. So I am going to play next the corporate presentation, and I'm hoping that this works. So again, if people would let me know if it's working, that would be great. Let me see. Okay. Let me see.
Welcome, everybody, to our April Super Saturday. I'm Michael Neiman here with Jeff Hill and our very special co-host, Carl Deichler. Now, you might recognize our location. We are here on our Beachbody On Demand set.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a special place. This is the studio where we're constantly shooting new content with our super trainers to load into the Beachbody On Demand catalog. So there's constantly new content. I mean, I love this space. So thanks for letting me co-host while we're here in this special spot.
Well, Carl, you have an open invitation to every Super Saturday.
Well, we have some big news to share today, so we thought it would be best if you helped us out with that.
All right, well, let's do it. We do have some big news. I mean, we got exciting new products to talk about. But before we do that, okay, I first want to kick things off with something that showcases the heart and soul of Team Beachbody. The most significant component of our success formula is our coaches. And I really mean that. Without our coaches, millions of people, they wouldn't experience this incredible opportunity to change their lives for the better. So before we dive into the announcements, let's start with one of the many coach stories that define who we really are.
My name is Christina Klein. I'm from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I became a coach 3 years ago, and I feel like in the last 3 years, I've completely transformed the person I am today. Before I was a coach, I was a preschool teacher, commuting to and from work, living paycheck to paycheck. Even though I loved teaching and I loved working with kids, I had anxiety and depression, kind of just wanting something bigger than what I was doing. When I was 23, I met my now husband, and within 8 months, I found out I was pregnant. So that was definitely a surprise for us, but the best surprise of my life. I was the youngest of 4 kids to a single mom. She raised us by herself, so she had to work 4 jobs just to be able to pay the bills, and I never really had that hands-on parent. So I wanted to be home with my daughter, and being able to raise my daughter was my dream. After having my daughter, I was suffering from postpartum depression, just crying day to day for no apparent reason. And because I had suffered from depression and anxiety in the past, I knew that it was just those emotions coming back. One day I was scrolling through Instagram looking for some inspiration, and that's where I found the opportunity to become a coach. This lovely lady on Instagram was looking for new coaches to join her team. And I thought that was just such a perfect opportunity because I only had 4 months left in my maternity leave. I didn't want to go back and teach other children while my daughter was in someone else's hands. And in that moment, I was like, hey, let's do this. I have nothing to lose. So when I signed up to be a coach, I had the option to sign up with a challenge pack. And I thought, okay, if I'm going to do this, I'm doing it right. I'm going to go through the program myself and I'm going to rock it. So I did the 21-day fix. I lost 10 pounds right off the bat. And I had so much confidence, and I decided to enter myself through a bikini fitness competition. Awesome opportunity for me to share my transformation, share my journey, and have some awesome pics along the way. Really early on, I heard about these vital behaviors. So I did my personal growth every day. I connected with 3 people a day. I crushed my workout every day, and then I shared that on social media. So within that 4 months, I hit Success Club every month. I started bringing in a little bit of an income. I ran my first challenge groups, and it was my daughter's birthday, first birthday that night. I emailed my boss and I let her know I was not coming back to work, and continued growing my Beachbody business from that day, and just kept on making bigger and bigger goals for myself, and successfully was able to raise my daughter and be with her every day while creating this amazing business. So me and my mom talk all the time about how different our lives are. Of course, she was in a situation where she had 4 kids. She was a single mom. She had no other option. I'm living a dream with my daughter that I get to work, create an income, but also I literally just take her out any day of the week just to go to the park or to have fun mommy-daughter days. I honestly can't even imagine what my life would be like without Beachbody. I would be away from my daughter. Beachbody was that catalyst for me to be able to grow physically and emotionally myself. I am so grateful every single day that I'm a coach, that I get to help other women transform, if that's a little small victory or if that's 50 pounds. I absolutely love getting those quick messages saying thank you. But I would say my favorite thing about this business are the coaches on my team. When I signed up as a coach, really early on, I decided to call my team Team Elite Vitality. One of my biggest turning points was my second summit, and one of my coaches in particular, he's my only male coach on the team, and he was sharing with me how he'd lost 100 pounds with Beachbody programs, but not just him, his mom. Just this fit family that we've created with our team is just that support system I always wanted, and to be able to just give other people that little piece of that community and that support and that love and that passion is so fulfilling to me. I get really emotional when I talk about my team because I love them so much. And it's really interesting to think what they would say about me, but I would hope that they would say that I'm inspiring and that I lift them up and I'm constantly trying to encourage them, and that I'm that dose of inspiration that helps them keep on going.
I think that sets the stage nicely, and I'm sure you guys feel like I do when I hear stories like that. You know, it makes me proud to know that our coaches are realizing their dreams as they're helping other people.
You know, we've been at this for 10 years, and seeing the impact of our coaches helping others is so inspiring. I mean, it never gets old.
Because what we're doing, what the coaches are doing, is just too important. I mean, all right, hold on a second. Can I say something? Just take a second, okay? Well, that's why, for us to be successful, we have to be relentless about helping people. I know there are a ton of other things that we ask you to think about. Rank advance, okay. Success Club, sure. Event qualification, great. But all those things happen naturally when we consistently focus on recruiting people into healthier behaviors, challenge group accountability, and a daily dose of dense nutrition so that we truly are helping hundreds of thousands of people lose weight and feel great. We have to passionately care about improving the state of health and wellness of the people around us. We need to wake up, step up, and do the work we signed on to do. We got to help people achieve their goals so they can lead healthy, fulfilling lives. The gym business is a $28 billion a year business in North America. The average price of a gym membership is around $58 a month. That's the average. You still need to drag yourself into the car, drive to the gym, and then try to figure out what you're doing once you get there, when you see all that beautiful equipment. Well, that probably explains this statistic. 67% of the people who pay for a gym membership never use it. This is why people resort to crazy diet pills or gimmicky workout equipment to lose weight. They're missing the real formula for achieving results. I believe we have the only solution that gets people results. It starts with our shape, which truly gives people the nutrition their bodies are starving for. Yes! Our bodies are starving for nutrition. Somebody has to step up, take a stand, and fight to make a difference. And we offer the most powerful and cost-effective source of influence ever created, a free coach who can help you stay accountable through the encouragement of a challenge group and a My Challenge Tracker app. This is a real fight we're in, a fight against lethargy and empty nutrition habits. It's a fight against letting people be less than their potential. We need to get back to the work that matters, helping people live the healthiest life possible. We have the tools. Now we need to focus. Don't offer any excuses. Don't accept any excuses. We must influence people to start living healthier, more fulfilling lives. We're the only ones who do what we do. It's April. Summer is coming. Doesn't everybody want to look and feel better? Yes, they do. So what are we waiting for? What are you waiting for? All right, okay, sorry about that, little rant, but let's keep going because this is a big super.
Well, for 10 years, we've been asking people to decide, commit, and succeed. And it starts with a decision to change, then a commitment to a solution that works. In our world, that solution is the daily dose of dense nutrition that comes with drinking Shakeology, engaging in a fitness program, and having a coach to keep you accountable every day until that person achieves their goals.
Well, and we've bundled that solution, Shakeology, the workout, and the coach into what we call a challenge pack. And now with the annual all-access Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology Challenge Pack, there are a variety of workout options and a variety of Shakeology flavors. So there is absolutely something for everybody.
That's right. And today we are excited to announce a couple of new fitness programs that will be added to our catalog. One program is from one of our favorite super trainers, and the other is from a brand new super trainer joining the Beachbody family. Plus, we have exciting news from Shakeology with 2 new flavors that we'll be rolling out.
Well, should we start with the fitness programs?
Absolutely. Carl, do you want to do the honors of introducing our newest program?
I can't wait for this. I'm personally so excited to add this particular program to the Beachbody catalog. I mean, ladies and gentlemen, launching at Coach Summit, introducing our brand new super trainer and world-class motivator, Chris Downing, and his program, Shift Shop.
Are you ready for the perfect on-ramp to fitness? How about a program that's specifically designed to shift your body into the next level of fitness for maximum results in only 3 weeks?
3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks. If you're finally ready to change your body, you come to the right place. Welcome to the Shift Shop. If you want results, you gotta challenge yourself. Let's get to it. Here we go. You can do it.
Introducing Beachbody's newest super trainer, Chris Downing.
I'm ready. It's time to get this baby started.
Chris is an elite functional fitness trainer specializing in helping beginners and experts get into amazing shape fast. With the Shift Shop, he makes it easy to start and gradually ramps the intensity of the cardio and strength training workouts week by week while he refines your nutrition. So by week 3, you're ready for the all-out body shredding, fat-burning total body shift. And because each week's workouts are 10 minutes longer and more intense than the previous week, you're always ramping up to the next level of fitness for optimum plateau busting results.
What makes the Shift Shop different is it's a ramp up, rapid rebuild program where each 3 weeks, and each week the workouts get harder. It doesn't matter, how much you weigh or your size, your shape. It touches every fitness level, and we have a lot of fun.
3, 2, 1, work that drill. Oh my gosh, Mama agree. This is the place to be. It's the shop.
Inside the Shift Shop, Chris reveals his proven strength and conditioning techniques.
I'm gonna make sure his step does not go past her shoulder. There we go.
Along with his active agility training, plus his signature agility markers that serve as directional targets in your cardio workouts to improve reflexes while building your coordination, speed, and endurance.
This is supposed to be the modifier. Look at her. She's pushing it. She took it serious. Finish strong. 3, 2, yes.
Plus his core-focused ab shredding routines.
You're gonna sit up and reach for your goals and pull it into you.
I'm not a fitness person, and I gotta tell you, day one is not that bad. There's even a modifier I was able to follow, and I was able to get through all the moves, and I still got a great workout.
I was in pretty lousy shape 3 weeks ago. I feel like my stamina was at an all-time low. But after this program, I feel like my mojo's back.
The exercise program makes it really easy to get results fast. You just gotta get your mindset right for 21 days. And gradually, week by week, it gets more intense. Plus, the food plan works kind of the same way. You're going to decrease your starchy carbs week by week and then increase your proteins and veggies. The 3rd week is the grand finale when it all comes together. 7 days of intense workouts and you're eating clean. So the results you get are just stunning.
And when you combine all that with his undeniable positive motivation,
This is what I'm talking about right here. Push yourself. It's already in you. Everything you need is internal. Push yourself.
the Shift Shop's 3-week ramp-up program is everything you need to shift your body and get jaw-dropping results in only 3 weeks.
When you leave the Shift Shop, you can conquer anything you want. Let's get better. I'll see you tomorrow.
Available on DVD and to All Access Beachbody On Demand members. Coming Summit 2017. Go to shiftshoptbb.com.
That was amazing. I want to now introduce you to our newest super trainer, master motivator, Chris Downing. Welcome to the Beachbody family, my friend.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's good to have you here. All right, now, first, let's talk about the Shift Shop. Who was the Shift Shop developed for?
The Shift Shop was motivated to bring the best out of you. It's a place. It's not a program. It's a place. A place that's going to challenge you to become the absolute best you could be, no matter what your fitness level is.
Now, I have to tell you, when we first came up with the idea, it was kind of motivated because I was working out outside and I was doing something. I was like, we need something that a person could do in maybe a little bit bigger space, but it needs to be help them with agility, help them with motion. Describe a little bit about the moves. Like, are they going to be, did you find them complicated? Was it easy for people to learn them?
Well, the moves are great. I have an athletic background, so I train a lot of athletes back home in Ohio. So the moves are, again, it's for everybody. It's for the beginner and the elite athlete because there's a modifier in each exercise. So you can't get lost. You'll feel welcome. And most importantly, you will feel challenged.
All right, now hold on. Is there any equipment in the workouts? Give me the thing. You have it? Okay. Ooh, look at that. So we have these. We have these little. Thank you. These things. Can they zoom out? Can we zoom out? All right, cool. So move aside a little bit. So here. So if I had these. Right, so that's like a setup that you would call for?
Absolutely.
Give me one of the moves real quick. Sorry, the guys didn't know I was going to do this. Give me one.
This is one of the moves in the Shift Shop workout.
Okay.
Because we use our Beachbody agility marker. So we may do something like baby hops, for example. That's my favorite move. You're going to start with your feet hip width. Raise your elbows up, cross your arms, sit low, chest stays up, back flat, hamstrings parallel to the ground, and you're just going to hop. This is a very simple move, but it will humble you because it's going to challenge your core. It's going to challenge your mind. But most importantly, it's going to challenge your desire to push past that burn.
So tell me about how the moves are constructed in the workouts, because it's not only the length of the workout itself, but it's the length of the interval that you're doing, right?
Absolutely. So by being a ramp up, the first round of each workout is 1 minute. As we go into the second week, we again will repeat 1 minute the first round. We'll add an additional round, which will be 45 seconds. The third week, we'll go 1 round. Second round will be 45 seconds, and the third round will be 30 seconds. So that's where the challenge comes.
What's great about that is you start to master the moves in that first week, and now the second week, now you're adding intensity and more duration. So your stamina gets up there, but you don't have to memorize brand new moves. And same thing with the third week. So you're really mastering these things, and it's about applying all your intensity on something that you can do. So you end up drenched at the end of this thing and spent.
Yes.
That's why this garage that you're working in, you're truly transforming bodies. Now, we all know, as they say, abs are made in the kitchen. You can't just work out. You got to change your food a little bit. Tell me about this food plan. What's the eating plan about?
The food plan is also a ramp up. So that's where the challenge comes. So you see the first week, we have a bit more carbs. And as we ramp up the ladder to the second and third week, we drop the carbs a little bit, which again is going to make sure you focus on making the shift mentally and emotionally to challenge the hunger pains with the way you push through the workouts.
I love the motivator, but at the end of the day, what's also happening is we are pulling the bottom out of your weight loss. I mean, it's just like, screw that. And then what is all that? That's all that extra belly fat I wanted to get rid of because of the way you guys manipulated the carbs. I think it's like genius. So the program's going to come out at Summit. But what's most exciting for the people watching, particularly the people who are making it to Punta Cana, is you're going to debut these things live to both groups. Are you excited to meet the coaches and present this new program?
Absolutely. Coaches, I hope you are ready. We are going to change the dynamics of Punta Cana. I'm going to push you. I'm going to motivate you. We're going to have a lot of fun, and we are going to rock that place. Let's get better.
Prepare to sweat with the master motivator himself. Chris, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Really excited to see this program launch at Summit and excited to see it debut at Punta Cana. So thanks. All right. So, guys, what do you think about this, huh?
That is awesome.
Do you want to maybe knock out a quick move here?
Well, I'm excited to try this out in Punta Cana. What a great program.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's right up your alley. Like the agility, the motion, the athleticism. You are going to love this.
Well, what about me?
Totally. You will think Jeff will love this too. I mean, this is the kind of thing, people who want to sweat and get drenched and really get a workout, he's going to love it.
I mean, I could do that too.
You know what? You could, but I think the next program that we have coming up is right up your alley. Why don't you take it? Because this one's for you, Michael.
You know, I think you may be right.
Let's do it.
So let me do the honors of announcing this one. Launching
Hi there! Are you sick and tired of boring treadmills, perfect people in their yoga pants, and feeling like it's enough?
The athleticism, you are going to...
Okay. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. Okay.
What about me?
Totally. You will think Jeff will love this too. I mean, this is the kind of thing, people who want to sweat and get drenched and really get a workout, he's going to love it.
I mean, I could do that too.
You know what? You could, but I think the next program that we have coming up is right up your alley. Why don't you take it? Because this one's for you, Michael.
You know, I think you may be right.
Let's do it.
So let me do the honors of announcing this one. Launching in May, we are very excited to introduce you to our new program from one of our favorite super trainers, Leandro Carvalho, for customers and coaches looking for just a simple to follow cardio dance program guaranteed to get you moving and losing weight and back on the road to better health. It's time for an upgrade to a new version of you. So let's take a look at UV2.
Hi there! Are you sick and tired of boring treadmills, perfect people in their yoga pants, and feeling like it's nothing made for you? Then I have the cure! This is my brand new workout series called UV2. EU version 2. Get it? It's you, only better. And if you want to have fun, keep watching.
I'm not a huge run on the treadmill, elliptical kind of gal, so doing something that is fun keeps me motivated, and I love it.
It's time to upgrade to a new version of you with UV2, a complete fitness program you do right at home. Get sweaty with world-famous Leandro Carvalho to 6 low-impact workouts that feel like a party.
Leandro brings such a positive energy and such a party into any room.
You'll hear all my favorite songs, classic hits from the 80s and the 90s.
I look forward to the music. I look forward to seeing Leandro's happy face.
I love the music to UV2. Every single workout is totally different. The vibe is different. The music is different. It keeps it interesting.
It's just me and Leandro, and we're getting our groove on and burning the calories.
I haven't heard this in forever. I love this song. The music is fantastic. It's all songs I already know, and the moves are simple enough that I could feel the superstar dancing in my living room.
And I made all these workouts with real people like you, especially for you beginners out there looking to get started.
When you turn on the TV and you see someone you can relate to, it hits home.
Leandro makes me feel like a big, strong, beautiful lady.
And even the most beginner of beginners can do this workout.
Come on, guys, I asked for sexy.
I'm a big girl, but hey, I can move.
You hear that? You hear that, guys?
Finally, a workout I can actually do.
Upgrade to a new version of you with UV2, the new, fun, and easy health and fitness program on Beachbody On Demand. They give you everything you need: 6 workouts, calendar, quick start guide, nutrition guide, and journal. And we want your kids to join the party too. So we've added a UV2 Kids channel available exclusively on Beachbody On Demand. So now you and your kids can get moving. And you can stream it to any device, including your TV. So it's never been easier to get the party started.
So come on, what are you waiting for? Come join the party.
One, two, three, four. To the left. 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait, we're back.
You're right. I can't wait for the shift shop.
Oh, come on, Jeff. You're gonna love it. Exactly. Now, Leandro's UV2 will be available starting May 16th. It's fun, it's easy, and it is going to be a great product to get your people started in your challenge groups. Of course, it's available as part of the All Access Challenge Pack and as a separate UV2 DVD challenge pack.
You know, this is where the All Access Challenge Pack is so powerful. UV2 is a fantastic beginner program for those who just aren't used to working out or get intimidated about getting started. But if they purchase it as part of the All Access Challenge Pack, once they get in the swing of working out, drinking Shakeology every day, they'll have the whole Beachbody library available when they're ready to move to the next workout. In fact, let me just tell you, we actually produced these workouts with mentions to help people move into another program right when they're done with the 30 days of UV2.
That's great. So true. They might do UV2 for a couple of months and then be ready for Shift Shop when it comes out in July.
That's exactly
Since they will already purchase them in April as part of the All Access Challenge Pack.
Yeah, you know, the variety of programs available on Beachbody On Demand makes it so easy to keep your customers engaged in your challenge groups and drinking Shakeology on a regular basis.
Well, the longer your customers stay on Shakeology Home Direct, the longer you continue to earn commissions and volume on those orders.
Speaking of Shakeology, are you ready?
I'm ready.
We have 2 new additions to the Shakeology family. Coaches have been asking for this for a long time. So we are pleased to announce Vanilla Vegan. Oh. And Cafe Latte Vegan, which I am now wearing. It's available on Monday, April 10th in the US and Canada. We're working on it.
Well, finally, now people will stop asking, when will we have vegan vanilla?
That's right.
You know, I think it's important to say that the vegan also means it's dairy-free, which is really great for many people who are lactose intolerant. And I have to tell you, both flavors taste great. So we've added the new flavors to our Shakeology FAQ number 3246.
I was like, well, it's important that it tastes great, but what's more important is the incredible nutrition that Shakeology provides. I think that sometimes the importance of Shakeology gets lost when we talk about it in its role in the challenge pack and the vital role it plays in the solutions that we offer to our customers. Shakeology can't be compared to an ordinary protein shake. It's like so much more. All right, so to help us tell that story, I've asked the co-formulators, my wife, the nutrition expert Isabel Deichler, and superfood hunter Darren Oline to join us. So you guys go make a shake and you guys come on in and let's talk about this. All right. Welcome to the Super Saturday video in the Beachbody On Demand studios. Awesome. Okay, now first, what makes Shakeology different than a normal protein shake that people would expect to be so much less expensive and different?
Well, I feel like Shakeology is much more than protein and carbs. That's easy to get. It's not a big deal. But we do have a great ratio of protein and carbs. But what makes us different, and the goal behind Shakeology, was always what we called, almost as a subtitle, the missing links. So the things that are super challenging to get in your diet, the things that you may not want to eat because they don't taste good, the things that are challenging to get that supermarket, the health food stores may not have for you, or you just don't know about it. So those missing links were really the goal, the keys that we wanted to have in our blend. So we're talking about premium protein to build your strong, lean muscles. We're talking about antioxidant superfruits, fighting free radical damages. We're talking about adaptogen mushrooms that are great to help you deal with stress in life. We're talking about phytonutrients in super green, which again are so important to help you be strong and healthy. And of course, we're talking about prebiotic, probiotic, digestive enzymes, and fiber, which are crucial for digestion, keep you regular, help you with your overall immune system balance. So all these elements were really what we were after, because that's what's so hard for you to get in your daily diet.
Okay, we're here also to talk about the new vegan flavors. So tell us a little bit about that, Darren. What went into the creation of these vegan flavors?
A lot of hard work and a lot of fighting with normal flavor companies. And so we were able to get a natural process in our standards, with our quality assurance, with our R&D, to make sure that none of those nasty chemicals are normally used in flavor companies. That it's really easy to flavor something, but it's really more difficult to flavor something healthy.
Now, it's not just about new flavors, though. We're actually upgrading Shakeology a little bit, or it's evolving a little bit with two new superfoods. So what have you discovered, Darren?
Oh, man. Well, one that it's amazing mushroom called chaga mushroom. Been used for centuries in many different places around the world. And 3 years ago, it wasn't possible because the supply chain wasn't there. And because of our volumes and our ability, we were able to finally figure out a way to get this diamond of the forest, this grandfather of mushrooms in our formula.
Again, antioxidants are crucial to fight free radicals created by stress in your life, mental stress, emotional stress, stress from working out hard, stress from stuff happening at work. So we are dealing with that constantly. So these elements in our shake are really, really important.
So the other one is matcha. What's that one?
So matcha is a higher version of green tea. It's a more delicate process, and it's also a lot more concentrated by its nature. So you're getting other vitamins and minerals, and also a ton of another form of antioxidant, and chlorophyll, which has a bunch of cleansing properties as well. So we've added these two things have been used literally for thousands and thousands of years, and we figured out a way to do it well and to get it in the potency form that we need it in Shakeology.
I think people don't have an idea of just how much rigor it takes to get a product of this quality to the customer. I mean, normal protein shakes, you put a bunch of stuff in a blender, you grind it up and a powder comes out, and you get protein and some carbs. And Shakeology is so much more complex and requires incredible vigilance to deliver the quality that the customer is expecting. How do we do it?
Well, first off, most companies are grabbing from brokers, so they don't even know where their ingredients are from. So we show up. We show up in those countries of origin. We meet with the farmers. We test the soil. We go through a process of processing, so the integrity's there. We test again to make sure things aren't in there that we don't want in there, and also what are in there at the active levels. And then that goes through that testing. Then it's sent off to the United States. It gets quarantined. It gets tested over and over again. And only when it passes that, it moves to the next process. And then ultimately, it gets very carefully alchemically blended together, and then magically, from the journey of all over the world, literally, it shows up in a beautiful bag on someone's doorstep.
We also knew that it's important that it's delicious, because if it's not delicious, you will not have your daily dose of dense nutrition. So making all these really potent, really strong flavored ingredients delicious is a heck of a job.
Well, it's funny because the original ask was, I didn't expect it to taste that great. I was like, you know what, once a day, if I can't eat vegetables, I'm going to just choke something down. And then you guys said, hey, you know what, we can actually, in a natural way, in a way that enhances the health of the shake, we can actually make it taste good. And it's constantly evolving, right? Why is the shake constantly evolving? Like, why isn't it just, here's the formula, now do that for the rest of the time?
Well, I think the processing is constantly evolving. I think understanding that our quality is important. And when we find something like matcha or chaga, something really, really important, we make sure that we can put it in there, because evolution of our needs and of what we're finding botanically is very important to be able to continue to evolve and not just have a static formula.
I wanted to say something because our tongue, our taste buds are now messed up. they're confused. They don't know what healthy good is because we are so acquainted with unhealthy good. And so sometimes we look for that taste, that thing that we feel satiates us, but really we're misguided. Our own taste buds, our own body are confused. So sometimes it takes time to appreciate that the Shakeology will actually over time helps that to realign itself so that eventually you can trust your own guiding system to go after what's good for you, as opposed to constantly thinking that's what's good for you is not good for you.
Well,
you get to like green.
Well, this is an important point for our coaches to remember. Actually, you know, I have found that I can work vegetables back into my diet because of Shakeology helping me retrain my body as to what it actually wants. That's what's so special about Shakeology, which means it's not going to be for people who are looking for the cheapest alternative. It's the shake for people who want that one thing in their life that is going to feed their body the nutrition without rounding the corners that it's so starving for. Yeah. Thank you, Isabel. Thank you, Darren. And also, thanks to our R&D and our ops team. I mean, the vigilance that you all have to maintain the integrity and the quality of Shakeology and, frankly, separate it from the rest of the shake market is quite spectacular. So thanks for making us a great shake that we can drink every day. All right, guys, come on back in. You just finished your shakes, I hear.
Cafe latte, vegan, loved it. Very good.
Vanilla vegan, outstanding.
That's awesome. Well, knowing that this kind of thinking is going into Shakeology and matching that with the very best in fitness, that should give coaches the confidence that the Challenge Pack is literally the best solution that you can offer your customers.
Yeah, absolutely. And with our current Spring into Health promotion, the All Access Challenge Pack is on sale for just $160.
And that's a tremendous value. I mean, not only do you get the absolute best nutrition in Shakeology, but for $30 more this month, you have a year subscription to Beachbody On Demand. I mean, that's access to the most powerful array of fitness programs for only $2.50 per month. That's crazy.
It is crazy. I mean, it's exciting. The reason we dropped the price of the All Access Challenge Pack for our Spring into Health promotion is because we wanted to remove all barriers when it comes to coaches connecting with new customers. We wanted you to know that not only are you providing the best solution, you're providing the absolute best value in the history of health and fitness, a solution that has proven results. So at $160, there should be nothing holding you back from reaching out to everyone you know and everyone they know and getting them into your challenge groups.
Well, and in addition to helping people, coaching is a business, and each challenge pack you sell is really building the foundation of your business. You're setting up a Shakeology home direct for your customers, which means that as long as they continue to enjoy Shakeology, you'll continue to earn commissions.
Yeah, and not only that, but customers who have a great experience in your challenge group, incorporating working out, drinking Shakeology daily, and feeling the benefits, they are going to be your best prospects for becoming successful coaches in your organization.
Well, Michael, that's the vital process, creating a belief system in your customers so that they're great coaches. And that's ultimately the win-win of what we do. Customers getting health and fitness success, and our coaches then turning that fitness success into business success.
Exactly. Speaking of coaches having business success, we can't let this Super Saturday go by without recognizing the phenomenal success that our February Team Beachbody Cup winners had.
That's right. So congratulations to Team Beauty Fitness from Canada. You know, it shows how focus, determination, and hard work can really pay off.
Every time we see that the people who participate in the Team Cup leap ahead in their business.
That's why when we do a Team Cup, make sure you participate.
So we are excited to add the latest winners' names to the Team Beachbody Cup.
Well, Michael, there are so many coaches that are doing the right things, and it's interesting. I found in working with many coaches that as they start this business, they have the three same questions. Usually, can I do this? How do I do this? And will it be worth it? We thought that it would be great for you to hear from one of our newer coaches on how she approached the business and tackled those same questions.
Hey guys, my name is Tina Marie. I'm originally from Aiken, South Carolina, small town near Augusta, Georgia, but I've been in Charlotte, North Carolina for about 2 years. I've been a coach since March 19th. Prior to becoming a coach, I was actually a law enforcement officer. I've been in law enforcement for about 8 years. And I knew there had to be more. And I had been praying like, Lord, what is my purpose? 2 weeks later, I returned to work, my very first day back from maternity leave, and they let me go. I remember coming home. I was so upset, just literally just beside myself. And an old friend had reached out to me. She was like, hey, you want to get paid to get fit? And I just said, hey, sign me up. So yeah, I initially became a coach because I really, really needed the money. And I knew if I was going to give it a shot, I was going to go all in. I wasn't going to go in and say, well, I'm going to see if it works. I went in feeling like there's no plan B. This is it. I have to make this thing work. I just, had in my mind, there's no other option. This has to work. All throughout the day, whenever I can find some time to work on my business, I'm going to do it. I'm waking up 30 minutes early. I'm listening to my personal development. I'll send out invites. I'll write 1 through 20. And I don't stop until I get to 20. If someone starts responding, I don't go back to answer. I don't look at my notifications. I don't go and scroll through Facebook or watch the news. I am simply here to listen to my personal development and to invite 20 people, and I don't stop until I get to 20. After that's done, it's time to wake my kids up. I put work away. I get my kids dressed. They go to school. I come back home. Okay, now is the time that I sit down and I answer everyone who responded. If I've invited that morning, usually in the afternoon, I'll go and send friend requests. So I'm very strategic about that. So when I came to Beachbody, when you look at my friend list, you would think, oh my gosh, she has such a big following. That's probably why she's so successful. Every now and then, because I'm so close to 5,000, I do a mass deletion. And if I see where you haven't been on your Facebook for years, or your profile pic is you standing on top of a bar stool with a drink in your hand and you're just, all crazy, I just delete. I'm very strategic now because I'm building a business, and my Facebook is my storefront. I also don't request friends that Facebook suggests to me, because Facebook is going to suggest my coaches' friends, friends of friends, and we're just going to all be in the same circle. I never go to the suggestion list. And my forming is very short. My forming is me going to your page. I'll like your profile pic. I may like the first 4 or 5 pics that you post. I may comment, hey, cute kid. If your kid isn't cute, I'm not. I just kind of go through and I make comments. And then I go in their inbox and I say, hey, girl, I know I just spent like the last 5 minutes stalking your page. I'm not sure if you've been following my fitness journey thus far. And then I go into my invite script if I invite them. And then I tell my coaches, when you invite, don't invite expecting people to say yes. You invite simply to sow a seed. You are just putting it out there to say, hey, I have this to offer, because what's going to happen is, even if they don't respond, if they say no, just means not right now. And even if they don't say anything, I bet they're going to go back to your page and they're going to look and they're going to see what you're doing, which is why posting is so important. So you can't say, well, I'm just going to back off because life happens. Life is always going to happen, but you got to decide what you're going to do with it. Are you going to show up or you're not? But if you're going to show up, you got to be consistent. Consistently consistent. You can't close down. Target doesn't close down because it's raining outside. Your storefront has to be open for business every single day. Don't come in expecting things to just blow up right away. Come in like, okay, I need to go through training first. And I may or may not, make income or enroll in one while I'm doing this training. But the beauty of it is that I get to work on me. Your success as a coach isn't determined upon the likes you get, the comments you get. If no one's knocking down your door, it is okay, because even the top coach started where you are right now. People are watching. Even if they don't say anything, they are watching. Aside from me coming in this business for the money, prior to, I always know that I've had a passion for helping people. I always say, let's all win. And every day I am, providing a solution to someone's problems, whether it be tackling their fitness goals or financial freedom, or teaching them what it means to own your life and exist on your own terms and live in your purpose. Because I know what that feels like, and because I've been on the other side of it, I've I've been on the side where I'm swiping my card, but I'm not sure if it's going to go through. I've been on the side where mortgage is due and I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. On the fitness side, I know what it feels to be bloated. You have no energy. You don't sleep good at night. I know what those things feel like. And so I know that Shakeology solves a lot of that. Beachbody solves a lot of that. This is the solution to a lot of problems. And here's the thing. It doesn't feel like work. It's fun for me. I get excited about it. I love when someone responds to me. I love tackling objections. Like, I'm like, give it to me so I can give it back to you. My why is my next meal. There is no other option. This job is a gift. And what we have is a blessing. It's a blessing for everyone. It's a solution. So when you go in and you inviting, never feel like you're harassing someone. Never let fear take over. Because if fear would have took over for the person who invited you, you would have never knew about this opportunity and how wonderful it really is. And if you don't know how wonderful it is just yet, keep going. You'll definitely see.
Awesome. You know, guys, what's interesting, what is being shared is something that everyone can do. And as long as I've been around, those basics has always been at the core of building a strong business. I love those practical tips. And now, before we end this video, it is April and we're 3 months from Summit. Now, there's still tickets and hotel rooms at CoachSummit.com. One of the luxuries of holding Summit at the Superdome in New Orleans is that we have plenty of room for everybody. So if you've attended a Coach Summit before, you know how important attending this event is. And if you haven't been to Coach Summit and you're serious about your coaching business, ask anyone who's been there about their experience and how valuable it is to attend.
Also, if you're part of our growing Latino market, we are bringing back La Cumbre on Thursday before Coach Summit. And this was such a huge success last year that we're doing it again, as well as introducing the Sommet, which is our first time event for our French-speaking coaches in Canada. So check out the agenda section at CoachSummit.com for more information on both of those.
Coach Summit is really a non-negotiable thing if you're a coach. We hear time and time again that Coach Summit made the difference for so many people. It was the spark that they needed to ignite their business. The team Beachbody culture and spirit abounds at Coach Summit. And I don't say abounds a lot. And it just feels special to be there.
You know, it's like the best family reunion with 20,000 people.
That's right. Exactly. I mean, you need to be there. We need you to be there, and the rest of the coaches need you to be there. Just be there.
So if you're already registered for Coach Summit, you'll be receiving the Coach Summit track guide on Monday, April 10th, and you'll have a few weeks to look it over and decide which training workshops to attend and the super trainer workouts to commit to.
Yeah, and plus, don't forget to qualify for our leadership ladder party at Summit. You have to be a 2-star diamond and a team leader on the leadership ladder.
And you need to be at Summit Success Club party. To be there, you need to qualify for Success Club in April and May and earn at least 20 Success Club points over those 2 months.
All right, I think we've covered everything. We've got new trainer Chris Downing and his new program, The Shift Shop, launching at Coach Summit.
Leandro's new program, UV2, launching in May.
2 new Shakeology flavors launching in the US next week, vanilla vegan and cafe latte vegan.
And don't forget the Spring into Health promotion where the All Access Challenge Pack is on special for $160 in April. All right, anything else, Jeff?
I think we've covered it.
Carl?
Well, I just go back to what I said before. What we're doing is important and we have to be relentless. So let's go out there and help as many people as we can. I mean, it's April, summer's coming. The people around you, I guarantee it, they want results. They want to lose the weight. They want to get fit. It's just about you starting the conversation and opening relationships. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you at Coach Summit. Have a great April.
You said?
Hey, everybody. So what did you think? I have the chat box going in my other computer over there, so it's very distracting for me to do both, but I'll go back and read it. So I am pumped. Like, this is what Super Saturday is about, and this is what this company is about, is that we're always we always have something in the pipeline, and it's so crazy. I was just thinking about how when I started as a customer, in my first challenge pack purchase, my very first at-home fitness purchase was at the end of January of 2012. And I had been toying around with the idea of wanting to do something about my weight for about 3 or 4 months, hadn't told a soul. But when I purchased it, I had two options, greenberry and chocolate. And some of you may be, original coaches or original customers who had that. And, we now have 9 flavors. And I've gotten a lot of objections in 5 years. And that's part of the business. If you're inviting, you're going to get objections. And just like that one coach who shared her story said, when you're inviting, you're going to get a lot of no's. You're not inviting to get a yes. You're inviting to plant a seed. But I've heard so many people talk about, oh, I need variety. Well, now we have that ability to battle that objection, that there's variety out there, that there are 9 flavors that are going to be available starting on Monday. I've had in the past people who've talked about that, they want to be completely dairy-free, animal protein-free. And now we have tropical strawberry, the chocolate vegan, and now the vanilla and the cafe latte in vegan. So now we have that objection that we can battle now as well, is that people who are following a vegan diet or need a vegan formula for, health reasons, they have 4 to choose from. So this is just amazing that we are in the #1 industry. I'm a big follower of Tony Robbins. We had just returned back from my second event, and he has said multiple times that the health, the wellness, this industry is the top rising industry in the next 10 years. And really the sticking point for people of why they don't do anything with this business is because they're afraid, they're fearful. And I loved what that last coach said, was that stop being scared, because you wouldn't be here today. You wouldn't have some sort of life change if it were not for your coach stepping outside of their comfort zone and opening up publicly or reaching out to you privately or talking to you in person, whatever it is. I keep thinking about my coach, Becky. I'm so thankful that she shared this opportunity with me. I was a stranger. And if you knew the Becky I knew, and if you knew her years ago, she was so shy. And it took a lot of insane courage for her to do what she was doing. And because of that, she has changed the whole direction of my life, of the way I think, of the way my family operates, of my marriage, everything. And I'm so thankful for that. And I need you guys to join me on this mission 100%. Not just join me in like we cheers with our Shakeology glass, but let's run together and let's share this with people and not look at this as a burden, because it's not a burden to us. And if it is to you, ask yourself why, because you're here for a reason. It's giving you something. And so I wanted to share with you something about what we have now in the pipeline for you to kind of help you put your story together. I hear this all the time. People say, well, I don't know what to say. Now we have this ability to share with people our success with Shakeology. So we have this document now, and you can check in your Coach Online office. You can always go into your Coach Online office, scroll to the bottom, click on FAQ, or you can also go at the top part. It's like Coach News and Training, and go to Training. And then there's like all these documents under Training Documents, and all these things are going to be there. But there's always a way to find it. So make sure you look for it. There's this guide that is the 3 steps to share the Shakeology. And so this gives you the ability to put together your story so that you have the ability to write what is done for your life. And the most important thing in your coaching career is the first 7 days of your journey, because that's what people can connect with. They know what that's like. It's not, I'm not going to say it's hard, but I am 5 years into this journey. So I always have to keep going back to where I was when I started and talking about that, because a lot of people don't connect with where I am at today. They don't. And I need to connect with the people who are just getting started, and so that my story is relevant. So this guide that we have now is there for you to be able to put your story together and then go out and present it. We don't want you taking this screenshotting this picture of the 9 new flavors and throwing it out to the public and being like, oh, you know, here we got 9 flavors, join me, try one. You want to put it in your own words. You want to make sure that you are, you know, holding a glass of your Shakeology, you know, and talking about your I don't know, like I don't want to write your story for you, but your journey with it of, you know, it doesn't have to be your Shakeology cup or you kissing it like every coach in the organization does, but you can have a picture in a fancy glass or somewhere, something that doesn't look like everybody else, and talk about your first 7 days of what Shakeology did for you. For me, it's that I had chocolate. That was it. And for me, I didn't like chocolate in the beginning, and now I love it. I almost didn't buy it because I didn't like chocolate, believe it or not. I also didn't know anything about Shakeology either, and I almost didn't buy it because of that. Go back and listen to the section about where Darren and was talking about how, you know, he's discovered these new ingredients, about why it's changed the formula and the way it's put together. You don't have to know everything about Shakeology, but you also have to know that it's more than a protein shake, and it's more than it's not a diet shake. And I see so many people out there are talking about Shakeology, and then they complain about nobody wants to join it because, you know, it's this and that, but they're not educating people about what it's for, how it's made, why it was designed, and sharing their own story. All they're doing is sharing stock photos of Shakeology and some little blurb about, like, buy me. Well, why would somebody want to buy something they know nothing about? And why would they buy something that they've already assumed that they know what it is and they're not educated? So it's our job to share our story and educate at the same time, and then explain to them what it is and invite them. And that's how you're going to succeed in this business. So last thing that I wanted to share that was part of the PowerPoint presentation that corporate put together is something that's super important to me. And that is your story. And that's I Am Team Beachbody. So some of you are Diesel Nation coaches, some of you are not, but I am part of Diesel Nation. When we got started, my coach, Becky, started Diesel Nation along with her sister, Christina Delgado. They were like the dynamic duo. We were actually known as something different back then, TSD. But we had this mindset and this culture going in that we wanted it to be a family. We wanted the strong culture. So we always worked together. We did these like marketing blitz was what we called it. And you can go back on my personal profile under Mindy Horde and check on my Shakeology tab or my journey, I guess, album. And you'll see some of these things. So we would do like doing our favorite move, and I remember I did the Les Mills pump move holding the plates, and I was like, name this move, what program is it from? We also did the, you know, why we love Shakeology. There's a picture of my kids when they were so little, because they were so little when I started this, and they're holding up why they love Shakeology, what their favorite flavor is. There's a picture of Brian and I wearing our old TSD shirts, holding a sign of what Beachbody has done for us or what Shakeology's done for us. And we would, it was kind of before hashtags, that we'd tag everybody in our team. And we were really small. When I started on Diesel Nation, we had like 150 coaches. Now, I don't know, we have thousands, but we decided to bring this back a couple weeks ago. And so if you search under Facebook, the hashtag, I Am Team Beachbody, you are going to pull up story after story after story after story, mostly from Diesel Nation, but now it's kind of taken and been a trend through the organization. But I wanted to share with you the one that I did here. It's, you know, I changed it to, instead of I Am Team Beachbody, we are Team Beachbody. There's pictures of our team. I'm pictured on the bottom right hand corner with my coach Becky and her sister Christina. There's a picture of Robin when she toured the Utah office. She is pointing to Stephanie Sheffield, one of my personally sponsored coaches, post, because corporate, when they got word of what was going on, they went and they spent literally all night searching the pictures with the hashtag, printing it out, and they have it all over the office in Utah. We really matter that much to them. That was just so inspiring. So I urge you to put together your story, your 7-day story. What got you here? What's kept you here? What things have changed along the way? Kind of like I shared the story about what my husband and about what Robin had to say about what coaching's done for them. Your journey is similar to mine, but it's not the same. And what coaching has given you and what coaching has given me is totally different. So, like as you can see with Ryan, he talked about that. It's taught him empathy. It's given him that ability to talk to somebody and to want to help them. And it's helped Robin move past the pain that she had suffered all throughout life that held her back and made it where she wouldn't allow herself to have a happy life, and she had a very hard time envisioning a happy future. And on top of that, she's lost 50 pounds. On top of it, my husband has lost weight. His cholesterol's went down by 80 points. Everybody's story is different, but put together your story, because literally it is unfair to the world if they don't know your story. So, in closing, before I get to the little training I'm doing, I just want to reinforce that we have right now the Spring into Health promotion. We have the Beachbody On Demand All Access Challenge Pack for $160. We need to market it. It's like, whenever they released it in December for $199, I was like, oh my God, that's like an insane price. What a steal. You get 800 workouts. I'm going to be doing a webinar when I get back from Hawaii to show people what they get, like actually how to access it, how it's accessible through like Roku, Chromecast, Apple TV, through your computer, through your app, through your iPad, that they get a cooking show, that they get, segments about Sagi's story, that they have, a variety of things to choose from, but 800 workouts, plus your Shakeology, plus the portion control containers, plus the portion fix book that talks about how to use the containers, and there's some recipes, and you get 10% off of everything that you purchase moving forward, and you get it for a year. And so market it now. Market that we have a new program out there. Don't, again, take the stock photos that you're going to see off of the pages and use that to market it. Put it in your own words. Why are you excited? Are you excited about the U2? Are you excited the fact that there's going to be one there for children now? Are you excited about the shift shop? What are you excited about? Talk about it, because here's the thing is, somebody today can sign up for the All Access Challenge Pack for $160. They get those 2 programs for free when they launch. The U2 comes out in May. Then the Shift Shop comes out in July at Summit. The Shakeology new flavors come out this next week. So here's the deal. Somebody pays $160 now. Next month, they can get the new Shakeology at 10%. I think that's like $117 plus $2 shipping. Just depends on, whatever. So you have that. Then you get these 2 new programs, and there's going to be more launches in the future at Summit. I'm sure they're going to launch more stuff that's coming through our pipeline of how to help people. So do your research on the things that you're excited about, and even the things that you're not excited about, market anyways, because I'm going to give you a story. When Country Heat was released at Summit in 2015, I was like, I'm not going to do it. I don't like country. I gave all these excuses if I didn't like it. But then I decided, no, I'm going to try it, because I can't say I don't like something if I haven't given it a fair shot. And that was the same thing with P90X. When I bought it, I'm like, nah, it's probably not going to work, but I'm going to give it a fair shot and do it for at least 3 weeks consistently, and everything changed. So I did it, and Country Heat now is like my favorite workout program. It is the program that I start everybody on. I believe in it. I lost 9 pounds. My husband lost 9 pounds, or not my husband, my stepdaughter lost 9 pounds. It was amazing. And so I gave it a try. And so the thing is, I have sold a lot of people on Country Heat, and they've gotten amazing results. And even if I didn't like it, I still needed to know about it. So make sure that you're not just marketing what you like, but you're marketing what we have, because it's not your decision to decide for people what's best for them. So anyways, I hope that helps you understand what we have to offer and how to market it. You can always use different verbiage, like buy Shakeology for $129.95, and then for $30 extra, you get Shakeology, you get the nutrition program or the nutrition plan, the portion fix, you get the portion control containers, you get a shaker cup. Go through what the value is they're getting. Make sure that you're educating people when you're talking to them. You don't want to post it all on Facebook because it looks just like an ad, but when you're talking to them, let them know. And then you'd be like, oh, and on top of that, you get these 2 new programs that are coming, in May and July for free. And then there's more coming. You can market it as well as buy Beachbody on demand, all access for $99.95, and for $60 extra, you get Shakeology and this and that. Play around with your verbiage so that people understand their deal. People need to see the value and they need to think that they're getting a deal. And that literally all of this, what I calculated is worth like about $6,000 if you were invited to all the programs, if you were to get the Shakeology, if you're going to get the containers. Understand the value, because if you don't understand the value, you are never going to be able to have somebody else find the value in it as well. Let me see. I'm going over my notes here. I guess that is it. So, make sure that you are registered for Summit. Check out, I know that there is a Summit group that's ran, I think, by corporate. There are people who are unable to go, I know. So you may be able to have a ticket that's transferable at a lower price. Find people that you can roommate with. I'm telling you, I have not missed a Summit yet, and Summit has transformed my business. It has helped me connect with other people. I will never miss a Summit unless I'm dead or I'm bleeding and can't travel. It is something that every time I go to an event, whether it's a small event, attending a local Super Saturday, or something big like Summit, the Success Club trip, or leadership, it always grows my business. Darren Hardy and Brendan Bouchard will be speaking at Summit. There's always great content that's going to help you. Personal development is always going to help you in your business, but also will help you in your personal life as well. So that's all I had. And now I'm going to segue into my training that I was going to offer about the game plan, the playbook that we were trained years and years and years ago as coaches. So the coaching opportunity, for many of you who don't know, our business, our organization was never created to be an MLM, a multi-level marketing company, a network marketing company. Literally, our company was started because a man had a dream. Carl was like just totally obsessed with like television, the TV production. He actually has talked in the past about how he had failed at creating this career in television. But that is what led him to where we're at now. We are like the #1 in infomercials. And so because of his passion, he was able to take his passion for that and turn it into infomercials for our products. And that is something that's so great about our company. Is our company was founded because a man had a dream. He is the most genuine soul. I truly believe that Tony Robbins is like the best man on the planet, and Carl Deichler ranks #2 in my book, that they have the kindest soul. They have the best heart. It's not about money. It's about helping people. And even when advisors, financial backers, or people advise Carl when he had this idea about turning it into a coaching, the coaching opportunity and making it a network marketing side to this company, he was advised not to do it. And he did it anyway, because why? He wanted to help people get results. And so the coaching network has been around for almost a decade. And there was some founding coaches that in the beginning, they were just they didn't know what to do. So they started something that was called the Playbook. And they were these principles of success that is amazing that they're still doing these same things and still seeing success. Dave Ward, Mindy Lawhorn, Jimmy Hayes Nelson, Chris Reed, and Danielle Natoni hosted a training event in March in Dallas. And I went to my very first event where Jimmy Hayes Nelson, Danielle Natoni, Chris Reed, and I know Dave Ward was there, but those three were at this event, as well as some of my other friends and mentors like Melissa McAllister, Caroline Van Zant. And first time I met Sagi, creator of Body Beast, was there as well. And it changed everything for my business. So anytime there's a training in Dallas or anywhere near, I go. And so I wanted to share with you what the PowerPoint I put together for it, and I'm hoping that it shares. It shares through here, so just bear with me again. Let's see. So here, all right. Let me see if this works for you. Since everyone. All right. I hope you can see it. If you can't, I don't know what to tell you. All right. So let me see. The playbook is 10 success principles. Number 1, you want to be here in a year. Number 2, you want to plug into your support system. Number 3, personal development. Number 4, push play, drink Shakeology. Number 5, share your story. Number 6, make a list and use it. Number 7, expand your network. Number 8, be system dependent. Number 9, get a success partner. And number 10, treat your business like a business. These are the 10 success principles to launch your business, to create success as a coach, to continue doing on year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. So I'm going to go through each one of them and share kind of some little snippets of what we learned while we were there. So number 1, be here for me a year. I can say be here for me a year. I will say though, that's thinking small. Just stay on this journey. And if you do all these 10 steps, they will all lead up to you being here for longer than a year. I just celebrated my 5th anniversary as a coach on February 15th of this year. It is the longest time I've ever held a job. And it's the longest time I've stuck with something and stayed excited about it. And it is given me such passion, purpose, and it is filled in the gaps of my life that kept me like living a stagnant, mediocre life and turning to other things, trying to fill my cup. So if you want your life to change, you have to change it. You can't wait for other people to change it. The more you blame other people, the more you're going to stay there. You have to understand that this business is going to take time. You're going to need patience. And that when you decide to do something and succeed, no matter if it's coaching or something else, there's going to be resistance. It's going to happen. You're going to, encounter struggles and obstacles. That doesn't mean that you suck at it. It doesn't mean that you weren't meant for it. It just means that you got to figure out how you're going to get over it and get through it. So one of the things that Jimmy Hayes Nelson talked about in the beginning of this playbook training was the fact that, it's like a football play that, a coach, gets people together. They're like, all right, this is a play you're going to run. You're going to run straight down here. You're going to turn to the left. You're going to turn around. You're going to grab the ball. And then there's that teammate that they run and then they forget the other plays and they don't catch the ball. In football, people don't sit down on the field, on the grass, the turf, and start crying and say, I suck at this, I'm not good at this, I'm giving up on football. And you never see the coach run down and run circles around them and have a cry session with them and push and pull them and drag them. They get up, they get back in with the team, they huddle up, they decide what play they're going to run, and they do it again, and they keep doing it, and they keep doing it. And that is what you need to do in this business, is that you're going to make mistakes. You're going to forget things. You're going to screw up. You're going to fail. And I have failed a lot in 5 years, but it's what you do in those moments and that decision you make. You need to understand that this is a learning process, that your life is going to be better. This is not a burden. This is a gift. This is not a burden for others or yourself, and it's a gift. And when you see that, and when you have this feeling of this serving heart of gratitude for why you're here. And this comes in play with, being in touch with your story. You are going to be able to see longevity in this business, and it's going to change your life. It's not going to happen overnight, just like if you have to lose 100 pounds. But if you make the commitment to be here a year from now, you will see great things. You have to look at how much time are you willing to invest in this. I see so many people who come in who don't plug into these success principles. They don't do the things that they need to do that the successful coaches are doing, and they start comparing themselves to the coaches and start telling themselves why they can't do it, that they suck, they're a failure, that it's not for them, and they make up these stories of why they're not successful, and in all reality, they're just not doing these 10 things, and they're not doing it consistently, and they're not doing it for a long enough time. I can't understand how people will work for 40, 50, 60 years of their life trying to just survive and tread water, but they'll give up on coaching after a month or two. I don't understand why people will go to college for 2, 4, 6, 8 years and then still go out in the world and understand that it's going to take time, but they expect to be an overnight success with this when you're dealing with people and people who with different needs, and they expect to have success and know everything in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months. It's not going to happen that way. But I can tell you, if you consistently do these things, you will consistently get better, and you will keep getting more comfortable and confident in what you do. The second thing is you want to plug into your support system. If you're on this webinar, you're doing that. If you're showing up to live events, you're doing that. If you are getting on team calls, if you're getting on the national wake up call, if you're doing these things, you're plugging into your support system. I hear so many people who say, I just want to do it on my own. That's where Beachbody is different. You don't have to do it on your own. The moment you purchase a program, even if you order through an infomercial and not through a coach, you automatically paired up with a coach. You are automatically part of the community. You don't have to be alone unless you choose to be alone. The people that try to do it on their own take longer to succeed, or they fall off track. When you make the commitment to get and stay involved with your team, that's when the magic happens. When you attend these live events and you see these stories from these people who have had success fitness-wise, financial, family, their dynamics change, all these different things, you begin to see that they're no different than you. And then you can study these people and you can learn from them, because success always leaves clues. This is something that Tony Robbins talks about. He came from nothing. He should have, on paper, it looked like he would have been a failure and amounted to nothing. But you know what he did? He studied successful people. Jim Rohn was one of his mentors. He spent money and invested in Jim Rohn's programs, and he read books. He dove into personal development. He followed successful people, and he emulated what they did, and he personalized it to make it himself. And he still, to this day, 40 years into his career, is still searching for the people who are successful and making those practices his own, because success leaves clues. Get to live events, get to Summit, get registered for the Success Club trip to Mexico next year. Put it on your goal list to be at Summit next year if you can't get there this year. Get to the qualifications that it will take for you to get to the New Leader Conference next January, or to the leadership retreat this November in Vegas. These events are there for a purpose. They are done sporadically through the year because they give you momentum, they give you the energy, and they give you that creative energy. They give you the ability to be around other people. They give you the ability to realize you're not alone. You can network with people. You can find people that can show you how to get to where you need to be. They will show up on social media and show others that you are committed, because you can walk and talk Monday through Friday that you love Beachbody, that you love to work out, that you love Shakeology, and then on the weekends when you're doing your own thing and you go MIA and you've left your customers, you've left your coaches, you've forgotten your goals. Those things transcend through social media. They even show up in your day-to-day life when people see you. They show up in your mental and emotional mindset, because when you know that you're not really doing what you should be doing and you're asking other people to do with you or to do for you, then you are not going to give 100% because you know that you're being a hypocrite. So show up to these events. These things that are inconvenient, they're just going to push you more, because the harder it is to do something or get somewhere or achieve something, the more satisfaction you have from it. Number 3, personal development. Personal development is what most coaches seem to forget to do or not do often enough. It usually comes down to their belief system. Most people think it's for the weak or the broken. Other people have told me that they thought it's because somebody was wanting to change them. And that is not the case. Their personal development is there to help you become the best version of yourself. There are 2 different types of personal development, and so many people move to one and miss the other. There's one that's going to improve your skill set. It's going to strengthen your strength. It may help you strengthen your weaknesses that are hindering your business. And then there's the mindset. You need both. One for your business and one is for your attitude. And when I say it could be through personal development, but if you cannot change your mindset, I can give you scripts. I can show you all the best practices coaches do. But if we can't change your mindset and you can't change your mindset and your attitude, then literally none of it will matter. So personal development is everything. You're going to get no's in this business. You're going to get coaches who leave. You're going to get people who reject you. You're going to get people who hate you because you are a reflection of what they want to be and they can't be. You are going to need personal development. Your personal development and the time you spend on that is what is going to change it. You need to work harder on yourself than anything that you ever do. And I've worked harder on myself, and I've been able to create value. I've been able to move past my struggles. I've been able to help people move past theirs. You need personal development. My tip to you is to start your day with something that is going to inspire you. YouTube videos are a great way to kick off your day, to get your mindset going. How you start your morning will set the tone and pace for your day. If you wake up feeling jazzed, guess what? You're going to walk into your office, or you're going to wake up your kids in a great state, in a peak state, in a state of mind that is happy, that is ready to go. You need to listen to these things and take it, not just listen to it and be there, embody and just hear the words, but you need to listen to it and you need to implement it and you need to share with people what you're learning every day, because that way you're educating people and you're planting that seed in their mind and they're seeing the positive change you're making. People want to follow positive people. People don't want to follow negative people. People don't want to follow people who are always constantly complaining and negative and bashing people and, the sky is falling, and they want to follow somebody who's going to lift them up. So if you're in that space, headspace where you're negative and you're cynical and you're narcissistic and you're skeptical and you're in victim mode, personal development is going to help remove that layer from you so that you can shine. And when you shine, your vibes are going to attract your tribe. And so if you're sitting there thinking like, all I do is attract people who never finish programs, they are rude to me, they always give up, they this, they that. Guess what? You're putting out that vibe to the universe and you're attracting that. The best way that you can do for your business is do personal development. Find something that's going to make you think, something that's going to help you create and add value to other people. The best way to do it is find pockets of time that your body, you're using your body physically, but mentally you can soak in stuff. So I listen to personal development while I'm straightening my hair, while I'm putting on my makeup, while I'm folding clothes, while I'm cooking dinner, while I'm driving. These are the times you can do it. So it doesn't need to take away from your life. You can do it. Everybody has 5 or 10 minutes a day. Start your morning with it, end your night with it, because how you start your day sets the tone and the pace for the rest of your day. How you end your night is going to go through your mind in your sleep, and it's going to definitely affect how you wake up in the morning. You can create a free Audible account. You can listen to your personal development through like Bluetooth or auxiliary cable. You can, set up an Audible account for free. You get one free book. Reach out to your mentor and start talking to them about where you're at in life, what struggles you have, what belief systems you have, what goals you have, so that you find the right book. Because I see so many coaches who see Melanie Mitro talking about, oh, I'm reading this book, it's so awesome. Melanie Mitro, who is the 3-time in a row top coach, is at a different point in her business than you are. So the books that she's reading may not resonate with you and may not be what you need in this business. So you need to find something that's relevant to who you are and where you're at in this business. Number 4, this is something that Danielle Natoni talks about all the time. People are always like, how are you so successful? What are you doing? She was like, seriously simple. I do my personal development, I push play, and I drink my shake. I share it on social media. So you need to be proof that the products work. I see so many people who are like, I'm struggling in this business. And when I ask them, they're not working out. They're not drinking their shake. They have bags of Shakeology stacked up on their counter. They're not doing personal development, or they're doing personal development that doesn't fit who they are, or they're working out and they're just doing a workout whenever they feel like it. They're not following a program. They're reinventing the wheel. They're drinking their shake when they feel like it. You need to be consistent. You need to drink your shake every day. You need to find a program that works for you. Commit to a program. Not, oh, today I'm going to do like half of an Insanity Max 30 workout, and on, in 2 days I might do a hammer and chisel workout, and then I might, just do a yoga program. That's great. I'm glad if people are working out intermittently, better than not at all. Obviously, moving your body a little bit is better than none. But that's the message you're sending to people. When you can say, I am starting on May 1st, 21-Day Fix Extreme. And then on May 22nd, you're like, boom, here are my results. I lost 8 pounds and 11 inches. Those were my results the first time I did it. So that's why I'm saying that. And oh my God, I love this program because it's 30 minutes a day, blah, 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 blah. You can modify. I love weights, and it's less cardio and more weights than 21-Day Fix. That's the story that I had. When you have that, then other people are like, oh, okay. But if you're dabbling here and there and you're changing your program and you're not sticking to anything, you're not drinking your shake and you're not sharing your meals, you're not telling people what you think about it, then you're all over the place. And then there's the yo-yo people that disappear and they come back. People don't want to work with people like that. They want somebody who is consistent, not perfect, but consistent. Literally, if you are on again, off again, if you disappear and pull a Houdini act, and I see this on my newsfeed all the time from coaches that I'm friends with. They're like, I'm back. I had a really rough month, and I'm really gonna do it. I'm gonna start, fresh on Monday, because of course nobody can ever start the day that they decide to. It always has to be on a Monday, and then Monday rolls around and you don't hear from them. And then, oh, here I am. I'm starting on Tuesday. And then 3 months later, they're like, oh, I'm starting a new program. Guess what? I'm glad that you're staying committed to your workout, people. But those types of coaches are never going to get business. They're never going to get trusting followers. They're never going to get coaches that join them and run with them. When you are proof that the product works, when you show up every day, when you talk about your journey, when you talk about your results, when you talk about how it's changed your life, that's why people want to join you. If you're not doing a program, if you're not completing programs, if you're not drinking Shakeology every day, you have a story. So that is not going to translate into a life change that's compelling to other people. So consistency is key. If you're tired of where you're at, if you're tired of starting all over again, you need to link up the pain that you have with being where you're at now and to where you were before, and link it up to, if you stay on this track for another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, where are you going to be? When you can link up the pain that your lifestyle now has caused you in the past and now and will continue to cause in the future, that's when you can see change. Nothing else is going to motivate you until you see that. And you need to have a clear vision of what you want to do with coaching. Brings me to number 5 is sharing your story. You need to share your story. You need to share your story to connect with people. Like I said earlier, you have to share your first 7-day story. You never know who's watching you. You never know what people are going through. They're going to relate to what your story was like in the first 7 days. They're not going to relate to what your story is like when you've already lost 40 pounds. They may relate with you and they may be inspired, but they're going to relate more with you when they hear what your first 7 days were like and what you're hearing. Nobody wants to hear about your perfect little life. Nobody wants to hear about how much you love health and fitness. And you know, because I hear that all the time that, you know, people are like, oh my God, I don't want to tell people that I'm struggling. Dude, you have to, because that's your real story. Because you know what people are going to say? Like, nobody really loves to work out that much. That is crap. They're lying. And you may love to work out. I love to work out, but there's times that I don't like to work out. And there's times that it's tough. And there's times where I want to pause 50 million times in a 30-minute workout. So you have to be honest. You have to talk to people. You have to share your story. Your story is unique. It's like a fingerprint. It is your story. There is no right or wrong. I can't help you write your story. What you need to do is sit down and write who you were. What were you like? What was your life like before Beachbody? What were you unhappy about? What did you find through Beachbody, and how has becoming part of the Team Beachbody community changed how you feel about your future? Remember that story about Robin? She had lots of pain. She had a lot of beliefs that made her believe that she didn't deserve a good life, and made it where she would not allow herself to envision a happy future. Now she's living passionately. She's living with purpose. She's happy. She feels excited about the future. She always has something to look forward to. She's no longer suffering from anxiety attacks. She is no longer living in the past. She is no longer a victim. She now has realized the things that she has went through fertility issues and, problems with, health issues that run in the family, all these different things. She has been able to let go of those beliefs and now realize that those things didn't happen to her. They happened for her so that she can share her story and help other people who are feeling just as sad and dissatisfied and unworthy and unloved and, hopeless. And now that gives her purpose. And so the more specific you are about your story, the more relatable it is, the more people can connect with it. You need to have this story where when you talk about it, people go, oh, not, oh, I feel bad for you, but like, oh, I didn't know that about her. And like, oh my God, I totally feel that, because that's where that empathy comes in. You need people to share a story where it's going to trigger people's empathy, where it's going to give them a connection to you. Practice telling your story until it becomes second nature with your spouse, with your coach, with your success partner, with your saying it out loud after you've written it out. Tell it as often as you can until it becomes second nature. Share it with enthusiasm so that people can see your excitement, see your passion, see your belief, and make sure, number one, you are not leaving out number one and number two. I see that all the time. People only talk about, like, look at me, lost 50 pounds, feeling great, can't wait to go to Punta Cana on the Success Club trip. I'm wearing my bikini for the first time in 7 years. That's what people talk about. And that is like people that literally sends out the radar to bring out all the haters. People are like, good for you. That must be nice. Only people like you get it, blah, blah, blah. You want to have it where people connect with you, where people are like, oh, you haven't worn a bikini in 7 years? Man, I haven't either. Or I never have. Oh, you're going out of the country on this trip? I want to watch you because I feel for you. Because if you hear somebody just talking about themselves and their success, with a person with the right mindset, it makes them feel like inspired, but it doesn't make them want to go out and hug you. It doesn't make them want to go out and cheer you on and see you succeed. In this business, we're all about helping people succeed, but you need to tell your story in a way that you want other people to cheer for you, and so that they realize that you're going to cheer from them. Don't wait for you to have success to start. People need to follow you throughout your journey. I started sharing my journey. The middle picture right here that you see literally is the day I started P90X. I stood before my daughter. I didn't have workout clothes. This was just like a half tank. I don't know what it's called, but it was like I didn't even have workout clothes. These shorts were too big. I bought them on sale for like $5 because I didn't spend money on myself because I didn't believe that I was worthy. And I stood in front of her, totally embarrassed. I never planned on sharing this picture with anybody. I didn't think I would finish. I was humiliated that I even had to start this. I didn't even think that I could learn to like P90X. I never thought I would share it with the world. But 13 days later, I shared a picture of myself losing a whole pant size. And that's when I found my courage. And then that's when I realized that I wasn't alone. And that's the day that I became a coach, on February 15th of 2012. And about 2 weeks later, I decided to finally share that picture. And now I'm sharing it with the world. Number 6, make a list and use it. You need to always work from a list. So when you're talking about your story and you're getting likes and you're getting comments about it, make a list of the people that are commenting or liking it, and reach out to them, talk to them, and be like, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I just started my fitness journey, or, I'm on my 5th year of my journey, and it's always great to have support, because whatever, find something to say to thank them. It's not weird, because here's the thing is, if somebody likes your picture, they are giving you permission to start a conversation with them. It is no different than you standing in line at the grocery store and someone saying like, oh my God, I love your t-shirt. Would you just sit there and look at them and then put your head down and just ignore them? No, you would be like, thank you so much. I got it at such and such. Blah, 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 and you would start a conversation. That's what social media is. So use good manners on social media. Same thing goes as the way you're marketing yourself. You wouldn't stand in line somebody and be like, oh my God, it looks like you need to lose 10 pounds. I have this really great program for $160. You get Shakeology, you can get all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Here, you want to buy it? And you also wouldn't stand in the grocery store and be like, hi, my name's Mindy. I'm having a barbecue at my house on Sunday. Do you want to come over? That's what people do when they're inviting people to their challenge groups. They're just spamming them, and they wouldn't do that in real life. They're inviting them to challenge groups when they don't even know them. So make sure that you're always working from a list, and that you're using that list to reach out to people in a polite way, in the same way you would do it in person. Everyone you meet needs to go on a list. So I would suggest getting a 3-ring, like binder or something, or a spiral notebook, or use Teamzy, Teamzy. It is a service that has been made by a coach for coaches to track your conversations, track the people you meet, track the invitations you send out, and helps you stay accountable to doing the 4 vital behaviors. So you can get a 30-day free trial for that. Other people use different trackers. So we have a business activity tracker, which is now in the Coach Online office, where you can print it out and use it from Thursday to Wednesday, the way our work week goes, and it makes sure that you're doing the 4 vital behaviors. I suggest that if you are not tech savvy, or if you're not wanting to, invest in Teamzy, it does come with a 30-day free trial, but find something that works for you. And when I say find something that works for you, I mean find something you're actually going to do. So, and don't do one thing and then hear what another coach does and abandon your system that you're already doing now. Give a system about a month of consistently using it before you decide it's not for you. But make sure you keep adding to your list. Listen to the people you're talking to and ask them questions. Be interested, not interesting. Let them do the talking, and don't word vomit all over them. Find out what they need first, and then present an option to fill that need. Because what Beachbody has done for me is not always what the person I'm talking to is looking for. For me, it's given me connection. It's given me a family. The next person that I meet might have an amazing family that they spend all this time with and they get along great with, and that they're not lacking in that department. So I could go on and on and on and on and on and on about how great Beachbody is and the connections I made and blah, 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 blah. And that they might be like, good for you, Mindy, but it's not what they need. And then they might be like, yeah, it's not for me, because I presented it based on my needs and not their needs. And so listen to them, ask the questions, find out what they need. Never make an assumption of what these people need. Stop prejudging. Don't look at somebody and say like, oh, they don't need that. They're already healthy, or they have enough money, or they need this or that. You never know what people are doing, because most people are going to hide what they're struggling from the world. But if you become a trustworthy person, a person that creates value and adds positivity to social media, they're going to turn to you and they're going to trust you. Number 7, expand your network. Create or find groups of the things that interest you on Facebook and join or add people to them. So if you like a television show, a lot of these people, these shows have, groups of people who are fans, because people who are not coaches have lots of time on their hands, and they are like, I read the other day that people spend, I can't remember what the hour was, but like massive amount of hours in front of the television or on social media. So find things that you connect with people, whether you're a knitter or a crocheter, somebody who plays soccer, somebody who loves reality shows, somebody who loves to sing, somebody who breeds dogs, somebody who, I'm a Korean adoptee. Find groups. So that helps by making a list of who you are outside of Beachbody and finding those things that interest them. Consistently run free groups like a clean eating or a fitness challenge or a self-love challenge or a book, personal development challenge. I'm going to be doing a call in May that is talking about the importance of free groups. So you are more than welcome to join that on my Fit Asian Mom page. You can go to events, and all of my team calls are listed there, and you are free to join them, whether you're a coach or not a coach, or whether you're a Relentless Squad coach or not. Make sure you're adding 3 to 5 new people every day. Remember what they said in the corporate presentation is you don't always want to go through friends of friends or suggested friends, because then you're going to end up talking to some of the same people other people are talking to. And then that's when people's minds start saying that this is oversaturated. There's too many Beachbody coaches. Everybody knows about Beachbody. No, you're just running in the same circle, and you're not reaching outside of your warm market, and you're relying on people that your friends are already friends with or your coaches are already friends with. So make sure that you're sharing your life like a reality show so people get to know you, that it's not just about Beachbody. Get out of the house and mingle. I told one of my coaches the other day, go on Groupon, find some stuff in your area that's on sale, go out and try something once or twice a month, post about it on Facebook, give your review, ask people for their opinions. They like to give their opinions. People like to share their opinions and their experiences. Your goal is always to find people, invite them, once you've built a relationship with them, to something, a free group that eventually leads into a paid group. You want to share with them the opportunity, sponsor them as a coach, and then rinse and repeat, and so that they do the same thing. Your job is not to decide for them. Your job is to ask them that, if I would, invite you to a challenge group, if I were to send you a video about the coach opportunity, if I were to this or that, would you join? Would you watch it? Would you be interested? Remember that what they said, that you are the average of 5 people that you hang around with the most. So who you are hanging out with are who you're going to attract. Number 8, be system dependent. Create and find a system that's going to help you manage your relationships that's duplicatable. Like I said, there's the new business activity tracker. If you are just getting in the group, start with that. Start with that. Find something, like I said, and stick to it. Every Monday, we have the National Wake Up Call at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and you'll hear coaches that are talking about something that they did. And then I hear coaches who completely change everything that they were doing from week to week based on what that coach said. Find something that works for you and give it some time and consistency. Make sure that you're treating your customers better than your coaches. When you're onboarding your new coach, give them tasks. Same thing with your challengers. Give them tasks. People are always looking for guidance. They didn't sign up to be with you to figure it out on their own. Make your coaches fill out a form with their contact information, their goals, how much time they're willing to dedicate, and a time and date that they can be available to do a Getting Started Right call. Plug them into a Coach Basics group. Plug your challengers into a challenge group. Have a system where it's always the same every month, and that's something that you can funnel your people into, and that your new coaches can funnel their people into and work with you so that they can build up their confidence as a new coach. Number 1 tip that I've had to learn the hard way is, if you have people that can't fill out a simple form, if they can't finish the tasks that you give them, then they're probably not ready to work on this business. That doesn't mean that they never will be, but they're not ready. So this will help you learn how you spend your time and energy, and who it gets spent on, so that you're not spending your whole time pushing, pulling, dragging people that don't want to work this business. The last thing you want is somebody who's reluctant to work with. You really wouldn't want to start a painting business, like they said at the Playbook. They gave this example. You wouldn't want to start a painting business and have your business partner be somebody who hated painting. You know, I heard a long time ago that, you know, Steve Jobs wouldn't have begged somebody to come work for them. Don't be that person. Don't waste your energy on those people so that you then feel like you suck at this or that nobody wants to work this. You're just spending the time on the people who aren't ready right now. Number 9, get a success partner. A success partner is invaluable in this business. It is somebody who is not your personally sponsored coach. It is not your sponsor. It is somebody who challenges you and holds you accountable. I really suggest finding somebody outside of your team that doesn't know you. I went through many before I found somebody who stuck. I found somebody that has been working with me since November. We hold each other accountable. She and I get one another. I truly believe the universe brought us together, but it took a lot of people to find somebody who's stuck. We check in every Monday after the National Wake Up Call, and we talk about goals. We run groups together. We share ideas. We hold each other accountable, you know, by sending our activity tracker of how many people are connecting with. Find somebody who you can connect with a little bit, but is also different enough where they can bring a different perspective into this business. And you don't have to be at the same rank. You don't have to be making the same money. You don't have to have the same necessarily goal of, you know, 15-star diamond or, you know, X amount of dollars a month. But you have to have somebody who is where you're at in this business, that they see the same value in the things that you do, that they want the same type of things, and that they're going to give 100% and expect 100% from you, and that you're going to go in knowing that you're business partners and that it's going to evolve into friendship, but you're going to spend your time working together as business partners that leads into a friendship instead of spending time on calls, gossiping, and just chit-chatting like friends. You want this to be something like our calls are 30 to 45 or to 60 minutes long once a week, and we're like boom, 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 boom about business, and it's very short about personal time. But we do have times where we do talk about stuff that's, you know, going on in our life that is relevant to our business, but it is really business oriented, and it is everything in this, because after a while, your coach or the people on your team, you're going to get tired of hearing their voice or their words. They're going to have the same piece of advice, but when you hear it from somebody else, they might have a different spin or perspective on it that gets you going. And when it's somebody that you have designated as your accountability partner, and you're like, kick my ass when I need it, when they do, it's going to be less devastating, and you're not going to feel as sensitive as if your actual sponsor did it. And if you're somebody who your spouse is your sponsor, definitely you need a success partner, somebody that is not your spouse. And lastly, treat your business like a business. There's no such thing as too extreme to make your dreams come true. You build your dreams, or else someone else will hire you to build their dreams. There are so many people out there who've said, you are so this, Mindy, you're so extreme, you're so over the top, you do this. All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened. So I'm going to just finish the recap. I'm at the very end. All right. So where was I at? Okay. Hope everybody can see me. So in closing, my last part is that I put more focus on myself and more focus on what I do to really improve my mindset, because that's going to help me lead my team. And you need to understand that in this business, it takes motivation, it takes drive, it takes focus, because there's nobody there telling you what to do. My coach doesn't tell me you need to do this, these are your business hours. So I have to be self-disciplined. And that's where personal development and investing money to learn the things I need to do to be a better leader, to be a better coach, plays in, because I have to do 90% of the time things that I don't really want to do because I'm home and I don't want to do it. But the other 10% of the time is awesome. Like, I've had to make sacrifices to make this business work. I worked my tail end off for 21 months. And that was for me. It was dependent on my hard work and effort. It's not guaranteed, but I worked my tail end off for 21 months. And for the last 3.5 years, I've been able to be home with my family. I've been able to live a life of freedom. I've been able to do what I want to do. And it's because I did 90% of the time what I didn't want to do, or what wasn't convenient, or wasn't easy, and what was hard for 21 months. And now I get that life of awesomeness. And so many people give up so quickly that they never get to experience that true awesome. And so remember, this is your business. If you're not where you want to be, it's not your upline's fault. It's not your spouse's fault. It's not your team's fault. But as long as your problem is someone else's, you can't fix it. So be the CEO of your own business. Treat your business like a business. Take some ownership. You must put in the work. Nobody else is going to do it for you. My favorite saying is, I will help you build a business. It's that I do it, you watch. We do it together, then you do it, and I watch. And then you teach your people to do the same thing. Become a student. Don't be an employee. Don't have the employee mindset. Be a student. Learn to use Google, YouTube, the FAQ section in the Coach Online office. The training is available to all the coaches in the Coach Online office. We create strong practices that are duplicatable. We share it. The coaches like myself, my coach, her sister, Melissa McAllister, all these people that are doing these trainings, they all started where you started, from scratch, from knowing nothing. And there was none of these things available to them. We have created these things, and in this business, we want to see you succeed, even if you're not on our team. But you have to put in the work. You have to put in the research. You have to put some skin in the game. You have to go out there and show people. If you don't set expectations for your coach, if you answer every question for them, they're going to become dependent on you. And this goes back to what I said, is you teach people how to value you and your time. Many people are used to having a boss, so you need to teach them how to be dependent on a team to a degree and work well with the team, but also not to base their ability to be successful on the team or on you. So my final takeaways are: tell your story, ask people if they could benefit from being healthy and fit, or if they could benefit from more money, and always use the, if I invited you to something, would you do this? Whether it's watching a video, join a free group, and follow up with these questions. What did you like best about what you saw, or what you experienced in the challenge group, or in the sneak peek, or in the video I sent? And on a scale from 1 to 10, how interested are you in it? And for coaches, you need to look at this opportunity this way. How much money would you need to make what doing these 10 things worth it? How many hours are you willing to commit to do these things to make that amount of money? And how many hours would you commit to work, or how many months? My PowerPoint was messed up, sorry. How many months or years would you commit to work those hours to make that money, to make it worth it? So that's all that I have. We have some recommended personal development books: Personality Plus, The War of Art, Emotional Intelligence 101, The Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster. Those are some that were given while we were at the event. And so again, though, you don't want to pick a book that somebody else has recommended if they're at a different spot in your business. So always reach out to your mentor. Always reach out to somebody who can help answer your questions and help you get pointed in the right direction. So I wanted to lastly, just share some little tidbits that they also shared at the Playbook event, was to use those third-party tools so that you are the messenger, not the message. Because if you're sharing a video from the Team Beachbody website and you invited them to watch it and they reject it, they're rejecting the message. They're rejecting that video, not you. So don't reinvent the wheel. Send out these third-party tools, invite them, and then if they say no, just understand this. It's not no to you. They're not rejecting you. They're just rejecting the opportunity right now because it's not the right time for them. Always go back and look and say, you know, how could I have presented this differently? Maybe I moved too fast. Maybe I word vomited. Maybe I didn't really find out what their why and their need was. But also, don't be a Beachbody robot, because nobody likes robots. So that goes into what I was saying about the way you market what we're doing. Market yourself, market yourself authentically, and not the way everybody else is doing it. Put a personal flair on it. And remember that you need to keep moving forward. If you're not moving forward, you're sliding back. And like Tony Robbins said, if you're not growing, you're dying. And you need to make sure that to do that, you need to take what you're doing and implement it. Learning all these skills, reading all these books, getting on all these webinars or trainings or these things, that if you're not implementing it, it doesn't do you any good. If you don't change your mindset, if you don't stop letting fear hold you back, it's not going to do you any good. Make sure that you're not prejudging people. One thing that Dave Ward said is amateurs sell, professionals sort. So make sure that you have a list, that you're not prejudging, and that you sort your people, of the people who say not right now and the people who are on your top 10 list of who you're really going for, who you want to be your next coaches. And always have a funnel of ways to get people into your pipeline through free groups. And make sure that you are not attracting lazy. We've had a lot of people who have decided that Beachbody is not for them, and their reasoning is that it's easier to sell something else. It's not the product. It's really about your heart, where your heart is. So find something that you're looking for, but don't ever attract people to this business by saying this is easy, because it's not easy, but it's worth it. And that is the saying that I've used for 5 years. It's not easy, but it's worth it. The workout, the business. And I don't want to ever give off that impression that it's easy, because when you do that, you attract lazy people, and then lazy people don't grow, and they don't want to grow. They don't want to run with you, and then that's where people feel defeated in this business. So go out there, work hard, share with people the benefits that you're reaping from working hard. And, you know, more than anything, go out there and talk about our Spring Into Health Challenge. It's $160, but also remember, it's not just about the challenge packs as well. Get people started. And there was something that was told to us, was that coaches who make $1 in the beginning of their coaching, career, the retention of them staying a coach increases from 25% to 75%. So as much as we'd like you to hit Success Club in your first month as a coach and be a success starter and get your free call with Carl Deichler and to see the benefit of Success Club, if you can just get somebody started with Country Heat and make a couple dollars and help that one person, that is going to increase your retention rate of you staying. And when you help your coaches do it, it will help increase your retention rate of keeping them on as your team. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed this virtual Super Friday. I'm sorry for all the technical errors, but I think we actually did pretty good for this being my first time. This link that you use to join this call is going to be the same link that you can use to share with other people. Again, remember, this does not replace getting to a live event. Get to a live event if you can, and save the date for September 23rd for the next Super Saturday. See ya, everybody.